So we've got our first look at the Spider-Noir series being produced for Amazon Prime, and it looks pretty cool to be fair. It's got a black and white look, but there is an option where you can watch the colored version if you want to, but I feel like that would be the whole purpose of it being a noir themed TV show, but if you prefer to watch in color, then it's entirely up to you. The dialogue in the trailer lines up with the synopsis that we got, saying that the story follows an aging and down on his luck private investigator in the 1930s in New York who is forced to grapple with his past life as the city's one and only superhero. Also, in this show, the main character will not be called Peter Parker, but will instead be called Ben Riley, because again, as always, there's always a copyright issue between Sony and Marvel, so Sony cannot use the Peter Parker name in a R-rated project. I think that's why it is. I'm not too sure. It's a whole convoluted mess on what they can and can't do with the Spider-Man character. In the trailer as well, we also get our first look at Felicia Hardy, Black Cat, who will be a nightclub singer in this, based on how it was in the comic books for it. There's also sort of like an old man with a walking cane. Now, this could possibly be the main villain who is rumored, and we did get a tease of in a set photo in a newspaper called Silvermane. The best way to describe him is to imagine what they did with Hammerhead in the Spider-Man PS4 game. Was a prominent figure of the Maggia and would become a cyborg to help extend his lifespan. I doubt they'll go this way with Noir, given the time setting it's in, but I reckon that character could maybe be Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, who in the Noir comics is pretty crazy, to say the least. He is a cannibal who was a circus freak that would give entertainment to the crowd by biting the heads off of living chickens, whatever floats your boat, I guess. And he became Norman Osborn's right-hand man and was used as an enforcer. And one person that Adrian Toomes could not intimidate was Uncle Ben Parker. So he did what any other criminal would do, I guess. He murdered and cannibalized him. So yeah, he's an interesting character. And then after Peter became Spider-Man, Adrian Toomes did not even stop there. He then tried to do the same to Aunt May, but Parker then saw him dead. So I don't know if the TV show would lean into that as being the main plot line of it. But no, the show does look good. I'm so surprised that characters like Kraven and Morbius got their own movie, and Spider-Man Noir is only getting a TV show. I do feel like that should be swapped around a bit, but I guess that's what Sony wants to do in their genius with handling the Spider-Man franchise. And now Spider-Man Noir, I don't think it'll have any connection to the animated Spider-Verse movies. I think this will be its own thing with its own version of Spider-Man Noir. It will be the same actor though who did voice acting in the animated movie, but even then I think it will be an original character, especially given that his name instead will be Ben Riley instead of Peter Parker, again because of the whole copyright issue that they've got going on with the character. I do hope though that the character is taken seriously and won't be, you can have him be comedic at Spider-Man, he might quip here and there, but don't let him be a gag, which based on the tone of the trailer, I don't think that's what they'll do. I doubt we'll see colored Rubik's Cube or anything like that. And with it being the same creative team behind Spider-Verse, featuring Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, it gives me some faith that they will treat it with respect and make sure it's the best quality that it possibly can be. Would have been better quality if it was a movie and not a TV show, but I'm guessing that's more the higher-ups deciding on what they think will be more popular, which I don't understand how they could see a Morbius film being more popular than a Spider-Man Noir movie, but here we are. The show will be coming out in 2026, so we'll have to wait and see until then to see if it's any good.